Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch. I was going to do this out in the sunshine. It's beautiful sunshine, but as you can see from the trees behind me, they are waving in what is quite substantial sunshine, a substantial wind. And so therefore I have decided to stand in the relative safety of the front door step. Now, my story begins as a tiny baby on the 8th of February in a blizzard. My father had to borrow a Land Rover to get my mother to hospital in order for me to be born. And this is my beautiful daughter here, who's just going to pass me by. And it was in those times where a screaming bundle of life came into this world. I did not know it at the time, the twists and the turns that my life would take, that I would end up going to Africa, to France, back to England, and that Jesus would need to intervene in my life because there were going to be so many ups and downs. There was going to be domestic violence, there was going to be drug abuse, there was going to be all these different things. However, I'm going to show you the beginning right here of the story that is going to be told piece by piece. It's in a book, but piece by piece I'm going to show you little parts of it. This is the land that my father helped to farm, and this is Cirencester College where he studied. These are the beautiful tiny Cotswold roads that we travelled down to reach Thruthumslad Manor, which is where we lived. This is the back end of Thruthumslad Manor, and in a moment you can see the front there. Lord and Lady Lindley were amazing, lovely people, and allowed us to live in their retirement cottage, which was something like this, and it had amazing views. We were so blessed that we ended up in Africa because of my father's training in the end. Well, I hope that gives you a little snapshot of the beginning of a life that was destined and purposed by Jesus, because ultimately, when it came down to it, by the time we reach the end of this story, you will see how Jesus had to reach into the very deepest, darkest places to pull me out. He had to save my life multiple times for me to be here to even tell you this story. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're looking forward to the next installment. I am also writing blog posts to do with power and abuse and domestic abuse and violence, because the loudest and most helpful thing I have in this world is my voice with his story. And I hope that this encourages you, that there is no pit so deep, so dark, that Jesus cannot reach into it and change your life.